Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back with UFC Fight Night China Picks. Starting us off, we're not going over these bums, bro. Come on, these are all absolute nobodies. Never even heard of any of them besides like Ray Tesura. Starting us off, Alex Perez versus Sumu Diarji. However the hell you say that, I'm not going to be trying to pronounce it again. I'm going with Alex Perez. I don't know. I just think his caliber of competition's been a lot better. I think his wins are better. I think his losses are, more excusable. He's losing to who? Like Makayev and Pantoja. This random jobber is not on that level. Get him out of here!
Yeah, I'm also going with Alex Perez. He's coming off a super good performance against Charles Johnson. The other guy lost to Charles Johnson. Losing to Charles Johnson is the best base for the flyweight division, it looks like.
It's
But
true.
I think Alex Perez will continue to gatekeep the top 15.
Yeah, like all jokes aside, losing to Charles Johnson, yeah, it worked out for Joshua Van. I don't think it's going to work out for this guy.
And Leonard Kavanaugh.
And Loner Kavanaugh. I forgot about Loner Kavanaugh. But yeah, I knew there was somebody else. I forgot who it was for a second. Yeah, I like Alex Perez's wins more. Also, he's American. It's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, guys. We love to hear that. Moving right along, Muslim Salikov versus Jake Matthews. Listen, I'm tempted to pick Muslim Salikov, but I'm going to go with Jake Matthews just because, I don't know. I don't really have some big reason. They're both kind of ass. Neither of them are losing to people that are like crazy. So, I'm just going to go Jake Matthews. He's a favorite. He's bloody Australian. And, yeah, Muslim Salikov's also 41. Like, I'm not going to... It's a trash can versus trash can matchup, and one guy's a lot older.
I'm also going with Jake Matthews because Salikov's a straight striker. And Jake Matthews showing a good chin. And
Went to
if I remember
decision with
correctly,
Michael Morales.
there was
Cannot be
something
overlooked.
weird. There was something weird with his Magny fight where he got like the walk off, something in the first round, and then they had to go back. Something happened, and then they had to finish the fight.
He got the
So like,
walk off round one decision.
no, he got like a walk off.
No, okay.
He got like a K. I really can't remember. It might have been like an eye poke or something. But something happened in that fight that like caused him to probably like lose a little bit of like the adrenaline and the momentum. I'm not like making an excuse for him losing, but I just think he will probably knock out Salikov.
Yeah, I was also seeing Muslim Salikov's, he's kind of a KO or BKO type of guy. And I don't care if it was, 4 years ago. I don't care if it was in 2022 or whenever the hell that fight was. I know it was a while ago, but if you're not getting knocked out by Michael Morales, whenever that was, you're not getting knocked out by Muslim Salikov. Anyway, moving right along to somebody you guys have actually probably heard of. Kai Asakura, absolute jobber. How the hell did they ever get this guy a title shot? Versus Cameron Smotherman if he makes weight. If Cameron Smotherman happens to make weight, I still think he's going to lose this fight. Listen, I like moving up to bantamweight for Kai Asakura. And then, Cameron Smotherman, he's not like a crazy grappler that's going to take down Kai Asakura and so. And I'm not even saying he has to be, right? Like, Kai Asakura was never good. He's not that good, but, Cameron Smotherman, he's not even like a Tim Elliott, right? I don't think you have to even be Tim Elliott to beat him, but Smotherman's just, he's a jobber. What can I say? They're trying to get this guy a win, like, kind of close to his home country. His first ever win in the UFC. How the hell did they give this guy a title shot? But yeah, I think Kai Sakura is going to dance around him. Not light him up on the feet. I think he's going to land like maybe 5 more strikes than him per round. And then he's going to edge out a decision.
Yeah, I also agree. Kai Score's looked really good on the feet so far. It's just
What?
once
Bro,
he's looked good
mid
on the
feet. He's mid.
He's looked good on the feet.
He's
It's just
okay.
he's zero
He's
ground.
okay. Yeah.
He painted with some good shots.
I remember the one big knee, and that's about it.
I think he will show that he's a higher level than Smotherman on the feet, and the only way he loses is by getting smudged or submitted by him. I think that the UFC wants him to win badly, and I think he will pull out this win definitely.
Yeah, because to us Americans, to us in the United States, where most of the UFC fans are, this guy is he's a nobody, right? Like nobody knows who he is. If I go like if somebody in public is talking to me about UFC or whatever, like I got a shirt on or something, and I say, "Do you know who Kai Asakura is?" They're gonna be like, "Who? Ray Saruya? Like Tatsuro Taira? Who are you talking about?" Nobody knows who Kai Asakura is over here, but in Japan he is really big. He brings in like a new Japanese audience. They are trying to get him a win. And I think they're going to do that against Smotherman if he somehow makes weight. But on to Sergey Pavlovich versus Talashin Teixeira. Bro, I think Talashin Teixeira's ass. I think Sergey Pavlovich is going to knock him out. I think... Listen, I don't think Sergey Pavlovich is going to go back to his old, like, aggressive self, but I think he's going to look like his old aggressive self just because... You know, we've seen Derek Lewis chin Talashin Teixeira in the first round. Like, it's very not very easy, but like it's super possible to do. And I think if Derek Lewis is able to do that, I think Sergey Pavlovich can do the same thing. Even if he's patient with it, I think he can find the shot and put him out.
Yeah, I'm personally expecting like a later round one because I'm sure he'll go back to like a smudge in the early like first round of the fight. Probably lay on him for like 2 minutes or something. But I do think like watching Taliesin in the second and third round against tied to Ivasa, there's no way Pavlich doesn't put him out.
Yeah, Talashin Teixeira's ass. If you're taking Tide Tuivasa to a war, you're not going out of the first round of Sergey Pavlovich. And Sergey Pavlovich, you know, as much as people want to say, like, oh, he turned into a smudge merchant, Tom Aspinall scared the shit out of him, whatever, he's way more technical than Tai Tuivasa. And he's still way more technical than Derek fucking Lewis. Like, he's... I think he doesn't need to wrestle against Talashin Teixeira. It's still there. Like, he could still take him down if he wants to, but I don't know. I think he's gonna stay on the feet for this. I don't think he sees a need to take him down. I think he'll play it smart, and I think he's gonna get the first round KO. It might take a little bit. Maybe like you said, it is later in the first round, but I don't think he's gonna smudge. I think it'll be like a feeling out in the first round, and then he's like, okay, this guy has fucking nothing for me. Bam! We good?
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Zhang Mingyang versus Alonzo Menefield. This is another, like, they're trying to get the Asian guy a win in China. Alonzo Menefield, he's a jobber. Like, this is a bunch of, like, jobber versus slightly above jobber level matchups. Jobber, slightly above jobber. Both jobbers. Like 1% above jobber, jobber. Not a jobber, jobber. Like, this is... And if you're telling me I'm pronouncing jobber wrong in the comments, go fuck yourself. I really don't care. Yeah. Alonzo Menefield, he's a jobber. Zhang Mingyang, I think, is a little bit above that. I think Zhang Mingyang's going to knock him out. He hits hard, he's good, and he's super young, so he's probably improving at a rapid rate. And Alonzo Menefield, there's just, you know, there's not anything he's, like, crazy good at. I know Zhang Mingyang is like Superman and the calf kicks are his kryptonite, but I don't think Alonzo Menefield's going to be kicking his... Like, I don't think he's getting a calf kick TKO, you know? So, I'm picking Zhang Mingyang to knock him out, probably in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, he got fluked against Walker.
Yeah,
Like
he could
Walker
probably
just
KO
landed like
Walker.
a lucky calf kick. I don't think Menefield's that bad. I mean, he has some decent wins, but I do think Zhang's gonna win this fight, probably by like a TKO late.
Yeah, I actually think so. I don't think Zhang Mingyang is like, I don't think he's all that right now, but dude, I think he's like a future top 10, future top 5, maybe. Like maybe he gets one fight in the top 5, then he drops out of the top 5 just because he's so young. Like he has, what's his age? Do you remember? Dude, he's like early 20s, I think, right? And it's not like light heavyweight is this murderer's row. So I think he's probably improving rapidly.
27.
He's 27, yeah. At light heavyweight, that's literally like a baby. Like, that's literally an infant. So I think he's probably improving pretty rapidly. I think he's going to get Alonzo Menafield out of there pretty easily. And there's no way that he hasn't learned how to check a calf kick yet. Like, there's no way after that happened. What was that fight, like a year ago? That fight was a while ago.
Like last like September.
Yeah, exactly. That fight was
August.
What, 9-10 months ago?
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, between 8 and 10 months ago. I'm not doing the math in my head, but there's no way that this 27-year-old Chinese like power puncher has not learned to check a calf kick yet. He's supposed to be like the prospect of the division. He's supposed to be the guy to get the Chinese fan base. And also, Alonzo Menafield, he's not as good as Walker. We just saw Walker go tit for tat with Reyes. Walker, he knocked out Khalil Roundtree way back in the day. Walker has had signs of like, yeah, he's chinny, but he is kind of good. He is powerful. Like, he's a really big dude. I think he's moving up to heavyweight, actually. Isn't he?
Not confirmed or anything.
Yeah, I've heard rumors about him moving up to heavyweight. Like, there's, losing to Walker early in the career, like, it's not the end of the world, especially when it's like that. I'm sure he has, decent calf kicks. I'm sure it's better than Menafield. So, yeah, I'm picking Zhang Mingyang to get this done. I think it'll be really easy. Moving on to the main event of the evening, I think it is going to be Song Yadong. Honestly, in a 5-rounder, I see him getting Figgy out of there. I see him knocking Figgy out. Figgy's getting old. Figgy's decently washed. Song Yadong, he's like the gatekeeper. What is he ranked? He's ranked number 5. Yeah, he's the gatekeeper to the top 5. If you beat him, you're a top 5 contender, basically for life. If you lose to him, you're never getting into the top 5. Listen, Prime Figgy versus Song Yadong, that's something to talk about. Song Yadong's also young. Like, he's just been in the UFC since he was really young. Song Yadong's getting better. He looked really good against Cejudo. Who did he fight last? I'm forgetting.
O'Malley.
Yeah, it was O'Malley. Yeah, I forgot. And honestly, he looked good against O'Malley, too. Like, if that version of Song Yadong shows up, which Song Yadong's pretty consistent. Like, he gives all these guys tough fights. And I think you have to be top 5 level to eke the fight out against him. And you're always going to be eking it out against him. It's never going to be like, oh, yeah, that was a masterclass. That was super easy. They beat Song Yadong and they just absolutely shit on him. And I think you have to be top 5 level, like fighting for a belt level, not necessarily a champion. But you have to be at the level where you can fight for a belt to beat Song Yadong. And Figgy at 37 years old at bantamweight, he's just not there. Especially, I didn't even remember him missing weight. Especially missing weight, not locked in. Like,
yeah, I mean, he still has some power, but Song showed a really good chin, and I mean, Song kind of gassed out against O'Malley in the third. Or it's either that or O'Malley just looks super good in the third. But
yeah, I don't think he gassed out. I think O'Malley hit his flow state.
I am picking Song convincingly. This is a good send-off for Figgy. Either retire or
forever become a jobber.
Yeah.
This is pretty similar to the Henry Cejudo matchup for me. Like, honestly, in my brain, I'm thinking about this like the Cejudo fight. I mean, if you get into the X's and O's and the weeds, like, dude, Song Yadong's still gonna win. Like, I don't know what he can do to him. Song Yadong has elite level striking, hung in there with O'Malley, won a round off O'Malley, hanging in there with Piotr Jan as well, winning rounds off of Piotr Jan, or winning a round off of Piotr Jan. Like, I just rate that super highly, and that was a really good version of Cejudo that he fought as well. Cejudo looked fast, nothing like he did in the Peyton Talbot fight. Cejudo looked fast, all this stuff. Song Yadong fucked him up convincingly. I mean, I know the eye poke, whatever, blah, 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 but Figgy, at this point in his career, he's basically just a big, like, fucking Pokeball overhand, and yes, I did this because he's throwing the Pokeball. I think Song Yadong's going to be too technical, too fast, too young, and honestly hit too hard. He's got underrated power, so I think he's going to find, like a standing TKO. That's kind of how I envision it. I don't know if Figgy's going to get dropped. I could see that happening, but I just see a standing TKO up against the fence.
Yeah, Figgy hasn't won since he fought Cheetah, right? And
No,
Figgy
he beat another jobber.
did he? Oh, he beat a Montel
Yeah.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, when did he fight Jan? Was it did Jan fight Song and then Figgy, was it?
Yes.
And Jan absolutely destroyed Figgy in that fight. Like
Yeah.
a convincing 50-45.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a path to victory here for him. I feel like he's got to get Song out of there if he wants to win. And I don't see that happening.
Yeah, if like O'Malley and honestly just O'Malley, because none of the people that are beating Song Yadong are like crazy finishers. But if O'Malley can't finish him, I don't think Figgy's gonna finish him because there's no way Figgy finds the shot that O'Malley couldn't. Right? Like O'Malley, think about what O'Malley would do to Figgy. O'Malley would fucking destroy him. So you have to be top 5 caliber. You have to be championship level to beat Song Yadong, and Figgy's just not there anymore. So I'll pick at Song Yadong. I think that was all pretty straightforward. Like I said, this card is like, you know, jobber versus non-jobber city in Macau. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see y'all boys in the next one. Bye-bye.